Welcome, y'all, to Recover an Addict. I am your host, LT, and I'm an alcoholic and an addict.
I'm your co-host, Felice. I'm married to an alcoholic addict.
Oh, boy, here we are again. It's a Thursday night. How's everybody's week doing? Did anybody practice their inventory that we took last night? Did you try to practice your inventory, your character assets instead of your character defects? That's what I want to know. Is everybody's head in recovery? Are we working it? Are we working our program? You got to buy into a program and totally get sold out on it and buy into that program. Work that program so that it doesn't fail. Where are you guys at? You on the road to relapse or are you on the road to recovery?
Recovery road.
I feel like today I'm teetering today. But this too shall pass. You know, I took on some big stuff and made some big decisions, and now it's kind of like, whoa, what do I do? What do I do now? And, you know, that feeling kind of maybe it's starting to hit me that it's overwhelming. I don't know what to do, maybe. I don't know, but we'll see. I just trust that I made the right decision. I'm going to keep pressing forward. The only thing I have consistently that I know is working is being here for you guys and being here with you guys and recovering with you. And that's what I'm going to keep on doing. But it's your first time checking in. We're a road to recovery. We are a show that's going to talk about relapse prevention and offer a community, a bridge to a community that is loving and supportive through a Facebook group privately and through a private Discord chat channel that has all kinds of good stuff in there and awesome people that just love to hang out. Teresa says she's was sober 30 days. Oh, I relapsed, and yes, my husband is an active marriage. He had a hard time, but sober, was feeling great. Hi, Misty. I'm gonna let Felice go through and say hi to everybody.
Yeah, and Teresa, don't let that relapse erase all the progress you made.
Yep, we did talk about that.
Jump back on. Hey, Sunray.
Sunray in the house.
You're early.
Yeah, he was way early. He was actually ready for tomorrow's speaker meeting.
Oh, yeah. That's going to be fun. We got Brandon B.
Brandon B.
Hey, Derek.
Derek, ¿cómo estás? What's going on, brother?
Raylene, always a pleasure to see you. Teeter, hello, hello.
What's up, Teeter?
Let's see. All y'all's was early, like 7:56. Hola, Freya. Just set my reminder.
What's up, Freya?
Hola. Hey, Sky.
What's going on, Skyly?
Family, family, family. Let's see. Ashley Meredith is here. Good to see you.
Frey's going to have 60 days tomorrow?
New book's on its way. Tomorrow I have 60 days. I'm forced to go cold turkey off my Suboxone.
Wow.
On day 3. Oh, is that what you said? You're doing good. You only threw up once. I saw that.
How you feeling? How you doing? How can we support you?
Hey, Marilyn.
I'm going to play a 60-day video just in case you aren't able to make the show for tomorrow, but let's just celebrate that a day early. This is for you.
Keep going and keep coming back, Freya.
Proud of you. You got it. I have faith that you'll be good tomorrow, too, so we celebrate a day early just in case you can't make it tomorrow.
Yes. Hey, John. Good evening. Good
Hello,
morning,
John.
and
How are you?
Good afternoon, everybody. From John. Hello, Cherie. Hello, mate. I was British.
You're not hanging out with the Brits enough like I am. Long BS story, but I'm going to need a slew of attorneys. Oh, boy.
Uh-oh.
Oh, boy.
Hey, thanks. They issued a warrant for my husband today. He had 7 months to do, and they never came at him about it till now. There was supposed to be a modification done, so now we'll both be in together. Well, hey.
Do you know that? Do you know that prison sign language so you can chat through the windows?
If there's an exclamation point, like you're happy, like this way you're together and then you'll be done together instead of going one at a time. Just get it over with. Alicia, hello, hello, hello.
Hi, Alicia.
Still enjoying that tea you brought over. Mark, what up, what up?
What's up, brother? How's Mark doing today?
Hey, Norman.
Norman, good to see you.
Hey, Dale.
Dale, how you doing today?
Korenzowski. Hey, Tracy.
Tracy.
We got Todd.
What's up, Todd? How you doing today,
We
brother?
got Amber. Oh, yep, right there. God is in me. Yes, he is.
I've only
Just
thrown
don't
up
know.
once.
Doing good, doing good. Hey, yep. Appreciate you. We got Alexis.
He's making fun of your Red Friday shirt.
Because it's tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yep.
It was her Friday today at work, so they wear it on Thursday now. Up on
Yeah.
the base.
Recovery and
Yeah.
tomorrow.
The Bears.
Hey, look, Doom. Hey, Naomi.
How's it going? Hey, sober fan, a really major
Unspoken
unspoken
prayer.
prayer. Things hit the fan in a major way.
You
praying.
got it, man. What up, Joni?
Hey, Johnny, you look new here, unless I'm
I see
not
you,
remembering.
I think yesterday or day before.
Oh no, I remember that.
Yeah.
Same sister. She spells it exactly like my sister does.
Yeah. Misty. Good evening, Misty. Oh, I wanted to read Teresa's comment. I lost it. It looked long and interesting. Holy cow.
So I went and
Miss
met with my
Harper.
counselor today, and go ahead.
Oh, we did read it. Okay, good.
And he's an older fellow, you know, looking at retirement and all that kind of stuff. And he was saying about the program, what he's seeing now with just the new generation of people coming through is their failure to work a program because it gets so diluted. They got so much scientific evidence of this and so much scientific evidence of that they don't just stick to a solid 12-step program. Buy into a solid 12-step program, work the program, or pick a program, find one that works for you, buy into that program and work it. When you start just doing, oh, I'll take a piece of this program, I'll take a piece of that one, I'll take a piece of this program, and that should work for me. It doesn't. He says it dilutes it. He goes, find a program that works for you, 12 steps or whatever, buy in and work that thing. Stay on track of that program.
We got a first-time caller, long-time listener on the line.
Hey, what's up,
What
Nick?
up, Mick?
I seen you in the Discord.
Ah,
Panic in the Discord.
yes. Beautiful, Aaron. Hello.
What's up, sister?
Such a beautiful soul. Hey, Christine. How are you doing today?
There she is. How's Christine? How's the husband doing?
Yeah, how is he doing? Yesterday you had to miss out.
Mr.
Our
Red,
close
Mr.
one.
Red. How's it going, Murd? What's going on, brother?
And Petey's here.
What's up, Petey? How we doing? I haven't talked to you really, very much last 3 weeks or so. How's Petey doing?
Petey.
Petey's solid working his program. I know that.
Hello,
Raina.
Sorry I didn't answer your phone call. We were just getting ready for the show. Me and Link were in an intense game of 31.
31.
We also played 52 pickup. It's Link's new favorite game.
Hi, Mommy.
Hey, Grandma T. Hey, Mama.
Melissa.
Ooh, 228
228 days. Dang, good job, Mick. Love it. Nice, dude. Good job. Proud of you. That's a good date right there.
Can you hear us now, Teresa?
How about now?
Hey, Polly.
Do I need to turn up my microphone? Everybody give me an audio check. I've been messing with the audio on this thing because it's driving me nuts because I want perfect audio in it. It's just something that's bugging me. I was looking at microphones. I was looking at all kinds of stuff today.
I think I got, except for Mark. Stop it.
Mark.
And Coco. And Dwight.
Dwight, what's going on, man?
I just see them.
I wanted to see Sunrise comment up here. Got all cleaned up my room. Task in progress. Took my washing clothes from yesterday. Had my breakfast and lunch. Got to take an hour to join the great vibes. Good vibes only up in this channel.
Yeah.
So I'm talking about.
Having no luck hearing you guys. I said it must be the devil. It's gotta be.
Breaker 19, Breaker 19. Can I get a radio check? Breaker 19. Can I get a radio check?
Hey, Britt and Jerry. Can you hear us? There's Mark.
Hey, what's up, brother? How you doing? Listen while you work.
You from Hawaii? Because that's cool. That place is beautiful and smells good.
Nice.
Did you say Dale again? Not Dale?
Oh, boy.
That was Dell. You're sticking to this program 100% because we recover better together.
Amen.
Ain't
We
that the
recover
truth?
better together. Uh-oh. Check out Christine.
You saw it.
Dang it. Oh, no.
They go so fast sometimes. I'm sure we seem
it's
like
hard. But Christine said not going to happen this time.
light years away.
So does that mean he's back to drinking already tonight or today? And if so, I'm sorry. I wish we could help out. And I know how you must feel. 10-4, Teeter.
So yeah, it says not going to happen this time.
Audio. Right on. Oh, she's born and raised. Nice.
Lucky.
Good old Del Taco.
Hey, Christine, would he be willing to do like an inpatient detox?
He's drinking. Bummer. It's tough, man. It's such a tough addiction. And we're going to go through that cycle of addiction here after we read our 24 hours a day. But I'm going to give you guys a screenshot right now if you want. We'll do it in a minute. But it's got this cool little cycle of addiction. It explains it pretty well. And you know what we go through. You know the insanity of it. Alcohol is definitely on my mind tonight. Naomi, no drinking. I don't want to drink, but I know how I've dealt with these before. Major problems tonight. Well, drinking's definitely not going to fix those problems. If anything, they're going to black you out to some extent, and you may say things you don't want to say and do things you don't want to do while drunk. You'll be able to maintain control, even though it won't feel like it. You will. Don't drink. Play the tape. If you drink, bad things could happen, and it's not going to be good things. If you drink right now, you're not going to wake up tomorrow and go, whoo, I'm glad I drank. That sure made that situation better. You're going to wake up tomorrow hungover, feeling miserable and shame, and then come talk to us about it, and you'll feel bad about that. Ugh, just don't drink. I know the struggle. I know it's real. I know it's hard. Just make it through this battle like Jonna has been putting out there the last couple days. You beat these types of battles, you get stronger. So tomorrow, you get through tonight. We'll get on Discord. We'll hang out all night if we have to. You'll be stronger tomorrow if you hold through tonight. Just don't drink, okay?
I don't think he wants to quit. Pride won't let him get help the right way.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a thing. That's definitely a thing.
And I liked what Amber said on the show one time, that if you could just maybe get him to agree to something just to get his mind clear and thinking right, he might change his mind about wanting to quit.
Oh, yeah. We should check in on her. "100%, Freya. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
And share. Please do share us out as much as you can. All right. Little update for Petey. Doing good, LT. Been going to meetings, doing the service work, and trying to be there for my lady in my home group for a lady in her home group that her son, dang. And she had to bury him last Tuesday. She's been sober 5 years. She's having a hard time with that now because he wouldn't accept the program. Oh, man. You hear that, Naomi? It's happening not just in your world. People have 5 years of sobriety whose son died due to this addiction, and she's having a tough time. And look what she did. She's in a program. She's working a program. She's getting with people like Petey, who is so on fire right now for recovery. He's probably got all kinds of love to share with her. And I'm glad you're there for her, Petey. Imagine if you would have relapsed a few weeks ago and you wouldn't be there to help her. You know what I mean? I mean, you're working your program, you're on fire. Now you're there to support somebody who's got a lot more sobriety than you, but the pain is real nonetheless, and you're there to pick up. That's what we do. It's a community. It's a collective consciousness of love, and we recover better together, and Petey is making it happen. I love it. I don't know where I would be without you all. Yeah, we're here for you, Naomi. You know that. Petey, you know that too.
And other Naomi, shout out to Sawyer House and Anchored Hearts.
Yeah.
Love all y'alls.
Heck yeah.
And
virtual hug.
Fountain House. What is Fountain House? This sounds new.
And Fountain House. What's going on in Fountain House? Shout out to you.
What is up?
Excuse me.
Ebby's got a couple suggestions on mics.
You're welcome. If there's anything we can do, Christine, I don't know if you're part of the Discord or not. That's a cool place. It's just always people in there chit-chatting about recovery and stuff. But if there's, I don't know what else we can do for you besides pray and send good thoughts and all that kind of stuff. But we're here. Reach out to us if you can. The best way to get a hold of me is to go to the Discord and just hit me with a private message. On the Facebook, if you're watching, the person that just reached out to me on Facebook, I didn't get to you for like an hour and a half, and I apologize. But that one doesn't send me notifications. I'm sure I could flick something to make it happen, but there's only a few I check so regularly.
And if you haven't checked out Miss Put the Shovel Down Amber, she's got really good stuff for people
No
like you in your situation.
Liquor. You're welcome so much.
AKG220 Mike.
What's that?
He's got suggestions for audio.
Oh.
From Epi.
Oh, that's from Epi?
Uh-huh. And the Blue Yeti.
Yeah, I've seen the Blue Yeti, but you know which one I want. Ooh, I like it. I'm looking for that warm tone, you know what I mean? I'm going to make it will happen, y'all. You just stick around. It's going to happen. We're going to have crisp, beautiful, warm audio for your ears.
Mm-hmm.
I just haven't had time to get in there today, but I definitely will. No worries. Amber helped me some already. Cool.
Oh, awesome.
That's what I like to see. I love when I pop in there and I see people, and I try not to interfere, jump in, on some of the conversations when somebody's supporting somebody else, but I just warms my heart when I jump in there and see that.
Kyle, he answers in Discord in like 30 seconds.
I got it open right now. I'm looking right at it. It's always just, I have it, my light's green and it's on my computer. I'll leave that. It's always on my computer. I'll be taking a nap and I hear bling, 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 bling. I'm glad it sounds good. Thank you.
No one was on Discord last time for even on.
For what?
The Discord.
Oh, really? Well, jump in there, and if you make a post, it'll usually ding everybody's phone. Oh, dang. Like, people in this room don't know what it's like to wait. Well, if you went through the days of waiting around for deal. 100%. You know what I always hated was the phone calls. I'm on my way. Dude, I'm just right down the road. Bro, I'm in the car. Hey, I'm moving right towards you. 3, 4, 5 hours later, they show up. Man, I thought you were on your way. I'm falling asleep over here. I need to get high. Oh, that's funny. It's true.
Hello, Candace. Hey, Jacqueline.
Come on, man. Candace, Harvey, how you doing? Strength and love to my best friend, Adrian. Right on. Beautiful beginnings. Beautiful beginnings. Shout out down there in Arizona, one day at a time. Love it. 34 days of sobriety today.
Yeah.
Accomplished so much more. Good job, Candace. Now, everybody coming up on 20, 30, 60, 90 days, this is where you got to start putting a little more effort into your program. I'm not saying that you're not putting any effort into it. I'm not saying that you're lacking in anything. Just take a little extra measure. Add if you're doing, say you're benching 125, it's time to throw a couple of 10s on there. It's time to increase the weight. It's time to start working out just a little harder in your program. There's a bump in the road you're going to come up to, whether it be a situation. Most of the time it's in your mind, and your mind starts talking to you in ways of rewarding yourself, or you still got power. And it's just something I've seen 80 to 90% of the people around me here locally in my IOP, myself personally, relapse within 30 to 90 day mark. It almost happens every time. Alicia did not. Good for her, but she's a rare few. So I'm just telling you, it's a warning. Don't relapse, because you don't have to. Alicia's living proof of that. But right now, 30 to 60, 20, 30, 60, those days, 90 days, watch out.
Yes. Agreed. Raina, do you have the Play Store, or you just type in Discord and
Who?
download the app?
Raina has Discord.
I know you don't have to download apps. You got that game.
Raina is in Discord, isn't she?
She can't get there unless she clicks the link.
Oh, she's using it through her computer. She didn't download the app. Gotcha. All right, let's read our 24-hour thought of the day.
Is there an app on the computer?
Yeah.
I guess there's an app on the computer too.
Yes, sir. Well, on the iMac, I'm sure there is. I'm sure there is. All right, AA thought of the day for today, July 9th. Disillusionment and spiritual confusion mark our age. Oh, 100%. Many of us have cast aside old ideas without acquiring new ones. Listen to that one right there. Many of us have cast aside old ideas without acquiring new ones. You remember that nature abhors a vacuum, right? We talked about that. It's like if you dump water out of a bottle, air fills it up, no matter what. How does a water pump work? It pushes down, and then when it pulls back up, it creates a vacuum. Nature hates a vacuum, so it pulls more water up. The same with your mind and your thoughts and what you do with your life. You get rid of one lifestyle and you do nothing, you're back in the old lifestyle. Or you get rid of it and then you grab and get new ideas and new ways of living, learn new things, and that will come in at you. You decide through your eyes and your ears what you take on in your life. Many of us have cast aside old ideas without acquiring new ones. Many men and women are creeping through life on their hands and knees merely because they refuse to rely on any power but themselves. Many of them feel that they are being brave and independent, but actually, they are only courting disaster. Anxiety and the inferiority complex have become the greatest of all modern plagues. In AA, we have the answers to these ills. Here's our question for ourselves. Have I ceased to rely on myself only? And in Naomi's case, no, she reaches out and she's in Discord. She jumps out. She texts people. She's chit-chatting. That is awesome. She's perfectly doing her program right now at her stage. Learning and reaching out. Hey, I'm struggling. It hit the fan again. I feel like you telling on yourself, taking the power out of it, taking the suggestions of AA and NA and our sober living book, vent it out to people who aren't going to minimize, criticize, or any of that. Good on you. So here's our meditation of the day. Disillusionment and self and doubt spoil life. Disillusionment and doubt spoil life. The doubting ones are the disillusioned ones. When you're in doubt, you're on the fence and you're not going anywhere. Doubt poisons all actions. We say, well, I don't know what to do, so we don't do anything. You should meet life with a yes, an affirmative attitude. There is good in the world, and we can follow that good. There is power available to help us to do the right thing. Therefore, we'll accept that power. There are miracles of change in people's lives. Therefore, we will accept those miracles as evidence of God's power. You see something you can't explain? It was God. You see power when people look at me and say, I didn't think you'd ever quit drinking. Power of God, that kind of stuff. I pray that I will not be paralyzed by doubt. I pray that I may go along on the venture of faith. Christine, you know the Lord. Throw it up to him about your husband. And God works in mysterious ways. And perfect time.
See you later, Lish. Have a good time at your meeting.
Bye, Alicia.
Candace says, thank you again. LTM Police for the book. I'm still reading it. It gets me out of my stinking thinking.
Awesome.
Love your program. That's women at Sawyer House. Are blessed to be able to watch.
And thank you for your guys' as we recover better together video. That was cool. I'm still working on that.
Thank you, Felice, and the kids for all you're doing for us with us today.
142.
Nice. Good
job,
going, Petey. And thank you.
Proving it to himself, Petey.
Who's this?
One of the biggest ways to relapse is not having plans for your recovery. You need things to do other than use. If not, you get bored and what to do. Absolutely. And that's why they say do 90 and 90. If you go to 90 meetings in 90 days, you're taking the time, that hour, whatever, maybe hour and a half, 2 hours it takes to get to and come back from a meeting. And it fills that time with the time that you were actually using drugs. Just like, is that Epi?
Yeah.
That's what Epi said right there.
Yep. Hey, Tori. Glad you made it.
Are we back? Now she is fired from the mouse again.
I did a quick one of these and went the wrong way.
So there are natural relationships in which we need to gain.
Matrix.
Freak you guys out?
That Matrix is cray.
Got an Army vet with PTSD in the house. What's up? I
What
want to
is
start
that?
attending meetings. Anxiety keeps me away from large groups. Any recommendations? Well, I don't know how severe it is for you. The baby steps kind of a thing, but what you're doing right now, you're in a group full of about 50 people without having to be around 50 people. You're talking and interacting. If you want to join our Discord and our private Facebook group, that's another place to interact. We also have Zoom meetings. You can attend those with the microphone and the camera off if you just want to listen. And you can turn it on or off if you want. It's up to you. And then when you feel comfortable, go try one. But look for a good, solid online community. You found one. And just get involved there first. I think getting involved, at least, you're throwing some, you don't have to throw your face out there or nothing like that, but you're throwing your thoughts and, what you have to say out there and getting feedback on what you're thinking. And you're starting to learn to connect with people without that physical barrier that your PTSD goes anxiety for. So I think you're in the right place. And I think you're taking the right steps now. So I would just continue to do what you're doing, maybe try to get involved a little bit deeper in the digital part of the things. And then when you feel comfortable here, go try a couple out there.
Yeah.
And that's kind of what we're set up for. We're set up for that type of exact thing, a supplement to scary play. I mean, AA and NA without having the vet with your Army PTSD stuff going on is scary anyway. To go there just out of life because you're an alcoholic or an addict is scary, period. I can't imagine having it compiled with whatever happened to you.
Yep.
177. Woo!
Nice, Todd.
Red pill or the blue pill? I'll take the pill Neo took.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Well,
Yep.
maybe. I don't know. I like being plugged in.
Well, the other one you can basically plug whatever you want.
Oh, yeah. As
And
long as
then
I
you
have
could
that
do
plug in the
cool
back of my
things.
head. Yeah. I definitely want one of those in my brain. There's no doubt about it.
Yes, I did zig when I meant to zag.
There's a lot of groups online, and anyone in them will have 5 other sites of groups. Absolutely. There's also a VA option. Absolutely. 100%. Yep, there's a million out there. Find one that works for you, brother.
Peter, what's your video? It says now I have to play his video.
Uh-oh.
What is it? Is it a TikTok?
Oh. All right, so natural relationships. We are talking a lot tonight without getting to our book. There are natural relationships people need to turn to for support, okay? Nurturing guidance, love, and emotional and spiritual growth. Nurturing, guidance, love, and emotional and spiritual growth. We're going to look at family and friends, spiritual higher power, self, and community. These are natural relationships. These are good, healthy relationships. These are what we try to replace with drugs and alcohol. So family and friends, we get day-to-day intimacy needs met through those types of relationships, right? We develop a better sense of ourselves through feedback from these people. It is also through our relationships with family and friends that we develop a sense of importance to others and a sense of being needed as we need others. We learn how to help others and how others can help us. We also learn a sense of responsibility, knowing that how we act affects others and how others act affects us. In our relationships with family and friends, we learn how to have healthy interdependence. It's a good place to be. Family and friends, you're wanted, you want them. It's just a nurturing place of fulfillment because we're social creatures. And then number 2, a spiritual higher power. In our spiritual lives, we believe in a power outside of ourselves, greater than ourselves. Now, the definition of this power varies from person to person. For some, a spiritual higher power is a religious God. For others, God is nature or a close, supportive group of friends. Through a relationship with a spiritual higher power, we learn to perceive and accept our natural order, a natural flow. We learn to see the important space we've inhibited within the world and among other living beings. But we also learn that we are only one piece of humanity. With this perspective, we learn how to view the world and ourselves with a sense of realism. We also develop a relationship we can turn to when family or friends are not enough or can't be there for some reason. We learn to believe in and trust something greater than ourselves. We learn to have faith, which means we don't have to live only for the moment. We believe and trust there will be future moments of serenity and a sense of well-being. This book is good, huh, Christine? Yep, hang in there. Stick with this, brother. Like LT said, we're with you. Yep, about 50 people, and eventually it should get better for you to go to group meetings. And thank you for your service, sir. Yes, amen. 100%. Let's straighten it out. Yeah, Merc, I hear that. Thank you, Merc. You're solid.
I've said no pills. This is recovery. No red or blue.
Yeah, who's trying to give us red or blue pills? I just took it. I didn't even think about it. I just took one.
You don't even know what was in it.
I'm an addict. What do you think? Thanks for looking out, brother. All right, so we talked about higher powers and family and friends. Now, what about you? What about self? I think this kind of should have been first on the list, in my opinion. If you're not taking care of yourself alongside your higher power, you're not. I don't think you're apt to be that. What is it called? An asset to your friends and family. Not the asset you could be, anyway. So self, through a caring relationship with ourselves, we learn self-nurturing. The ability to love ourselves and see ourselves as one resource we can turn to during times of difficulty. Have you ever thought of yourself as being a resource that you can turn to in times of difficulty? But contemplate on that for a minute. Oh, I'm having a bad time. I'm going to turn to myself. That just sounds weird, doesn't it?
I have the best advice for me.
Yeah, that's why I talk to myself. The ability to love ourselves and to see ourselves as one resource we can turn to during times of difficulty. Wow, think about that. Where you got to be spiritually fit, your knowledge, where you're at solidly in your program. That means you got a bank of tools. You got a tool belt, right? We talk about the tool belt, putting all our tools in there. That means a time of trouble hits you, you got your tools. Because in the split second that trouble hits, there's no one else but you and your higher power around. You should be reaching out for a tool as you're looking up for God. Oh, Lord, what do I do? Put that tool, and start using that tool as you are crying to God. It is through a relationship with ourselves that we learn the most about change, either positive or negative. As we watch and interact with ourselves, we see our vast potential for change. It's through a caring relationship with ourselves that we learn to be caring and patient with others. Yeah, if you can be patient with yourself, you can definitely be patient with somebody else, in my opinion. The relationship we have with ourselves is carried in some form to all other relationships. You got to have a healthy relationship with yourself so that you can carry a healthy relationship with others. Dangerous place. Never going alone. Don't know who said that. Community. Through our relationship with different communities, okay? We live in our home community, our work community, and a recovering community. We learn about responsibility for ourselves and for others. We learn to view relationships within a large framework. We learn to contribute. We learn to take. We learn to give and receive care from those we have never met. And we learn to be interdependent. I like that. Yeah, that sentence kind of stuck out to me too, Christine. The ability to love ourselves and to see ourselves as one resource we can turn to during times of difficulty. But I think that just through a caring relationship with ourselves and learning self-nurturing, I think if you learn self-nurturing, you're learning the tools, you're learning how to live in your character assets. You are, like I said, it's almost like a hip shot fire when you're relying on yourself. Like I said, you got tools you've learned advice from other people that you've stored in a bank. And the way that you're going to rely on yourself in those moments is to be able to draw one of those tools out, use it, at the same time you're clinging to your higher power as you're reaching for your phone to call a friend, right? It's kind of an all-in-one type of thing. That's the way I look at it. Who are you relying on to reach out to somebody? At that point, you should have the tools and the self-nurturing and the self-care enough to say that you're hurting and reach out. And so if you are only relying on yourself and you think, I don't need to reach out, I got this, you've already failed, in my opinion. Mindfulness, that's a good one. It has been on. We'll be there in no time. The support is definitely due. I find great inspirational strength from every new day. Recovering Addictive, John Ventura, and all who will read this. Yeah, John's amazing. I love listening to John.
When agitated or in doubt, pause on that problem and go to another task or go help someone, even granny crossing the street.
Yeah. That's what so I was in group the other day and somebody was having a bad time and I said, you know what? Reaching out to help somebody else I think is a huge part of the program. When you reach out to somebody else, you're not thinking about self at that point. And then the reward and joy you get from that gives you strength for the next day or two. You know what I'm saying? Love it. Phone keeps dinging.
Thanks, Miss Naomi. She's got to have us all in her tool belt.
Absolutely.
The Batman utility belt.
All right, so if people do not develop relationships within these 4 groups that we just talked about, friends and family, higher power, self, and community, if they do not develop relationships, they turn to other types of relationships. And this is where addiction comes in. Addiction is a relationship with an object or event that takes place within the person. What all 4 types of relationships have in common is the fact that people must reach within themselves, but they must also reach out. In natural relationship, there is a connecting with others, an act of giving and an act of receiving. It's a give and take in any relationship of the 4 stated above. In addiction, there is only an act of taking. When you're an addict, you're completely self-centered and you're only taking. Take. You have nothing to give back. There is nothing to give back because there's nothing on the other side of that addiction to accept it. In a community, in a family, in a higher power, in self, you take and you give. You give and then you take. And sometimes you got to drop your ego to take. And that is growth all within itself right there. Natural relationships are based on emotionally connecting with others. Addiction is based on emotional isolation. Thank you for the reminder, Teeter, and you are absolutely right. It is time for Cassie's quote of the day.
Hey, my recovering addicts family. I'm here tonight with that motivational quote. Don't cry because it's over. Smile because it happened. Good old Dr. Seuss. And as always, you guys know what to do. Let's bring it together and continue to spread that love.
Yeah.
We love it, Cassie. Spreading that love. I like that. Smile because it happened.
Smile because it happened, not because and don't cry because it's over. That is cool. All right, the addictive cycle. There's a cycle to addiction, but any addictive relationship begins with a person repeatedly seeks the illusion of relief to avoid unpleasant feelings. See, Naomi, what you're going through right there? You're thinking that there's an illusion being brought in front of your eyes that there's going to be relief to avoid those unpleasant feelings or that situation. This is nurturing through avoidance, an unnatural way of taking care of one's emotional needs. So to reach out to the bottle, to reach out to a drug, to try to get rid of the way you're feeling first makes you think you got power over the way you're feeling by reaching out and taking the drug, but it's also an unnatural way to do it. Unnatural meaning it's going to be unhealthy for you. It's an unnatural way of taking care of one's emotional needs. At this point, addicts start to give up natural relationships and the relief that they offer. So natural relationships being the community, the recovery community, the way you're doing, I'm commending you for it, is you are getting a natural way to relieve yourself because you reached out, people are giving, you're asking, people who are on the other side are now able to give and you're able to take. It's a natural relationship, and guess what it's doing? It's a better solution to your situation. It's making you not only feel better, but it's giving you strength for the future, and tomorrow you're going to reap the rewards of it by waking up feeling better, probably not being hungover, not being ashamed, not being guilty, not being guilty for what you may have done if you drink tonight. You know what I'm saying? The natural relationship has way more to offer than the unnatural. The unnatural should be completely uglified to us. And if it's not, continue to try to make it an ugly thing to ever reach for a drink or a drug ever again for any situation. Even if you're out partying and you think, well, if I have a few drinks, this is going to have fun. Play it out.
What up, Joey?
What's up, Joey? Yes, it is a great night for a meeting. How you doing? How's your recovery going? How's your head? Your heart? Is it all in recovery? Sounds like you're in a positive, good vibe attitude. Great place for you. You're welcome. So at this point, addicts start to give up natural relationships and the relief that they offer. They replace these relationships with addictive relationships. Consequently, addicts seek serenity through an object or events. This is the beginning of the addictive cycle. It's an illusion, right? It's illustrated in this diagram I'm going to show you here in just a second that depicts the addiction as a downward spiral with many valleys and plateaus. So I'm going to pull this up on the screen. Let me fix my page here. Now you can go ahead and screenshot this if you want to. But here's the addictive cycle. If you look at A, it starts off, right? And then you go to B, and then woof, down to C, to D, and then B, C, D, B, C, D. It's a downward spiral. A equals the pain. B is the that feeling right now that you may be having, like this situation sucks, I need to act out. And C, you start feeling better. Woo, that first little bit of buzz kicks in. You haven't gotten too far yet, or that first high. All those emotions, that adrenaline rush, all that endorphins drop that make you feel the illusion of what you just did is better. Then all that wears off and you're back to D. It brings you right back into the pain resulting from acting out. Now you have guilt and shame on top of the situation, which puts you back into B. You feel like you need to act out, and then you hit C and you kind of start to feel better, and then D, B, and then it just woo. No bueno. That's the addictive cycle right there.
John.
What?
I said, what is the wavelength and flux from point A to D? Show all work. That's what it looks like.
He said I didn't have to show my work this time. There you go.
That is why I just drink myself silly in my truck, then try to justify why I did it and how I can hide what I've truly done. Not a very good feeling. It feels so much better to come home sober and not have to worry about that, no matter how bad you feel. Very true.
Yeah, 100%. Because no matter how bad you feel, this too shall pass.
Yep.
Get my life off the screen, please. Right, Kyle? 100%. I did that for years, man. Years. like I've said before, I said again, I'd rather go through life believing I'm an alcoholic than go through life drunk trying to figure it out. Can't remember who said it, but it's Stokely. That's true.
That's a good one.
That's an eye opener, man. You had that's a gold nugget. I love the gold nuggets, man. Yep. Family struggles. My wife's not very supportive of my Suboxone. Hit a breaking point tonight, and I'm in a hotel, but I'm safe. Oh, man. As is she, and I'm sober. Good. I wish she could see the positive benefit of your maintenance, but I understand maybe where she's coming from, and the fact that, I don't know. Maybe I don't. Just the fear she may have, I imagine, is what it is.
Is she afraid that you're going to try to abuse it? Is that the fear? Story of my life. Wi-Fi is timing out.
For you. That's okay. Yeah, I lived there a long time. I was told earlier on to put the cotton in my mouth and listen to me. So that's what I did. I opened up my mind, was willing to listen and take suggestions. Absolutely. And sometimes you got to do that. And I've heard it said by one of the guys that came on our channel a while back. His name was Steve. He goes, sometimes it's your turn to talk and sometimes it's your turn to listen. I love it when I get to listen. You're welcome. How you doing, B? Kyle, Nathan was asking about you. You should reach out and tell him hello.
So go back to Joe. Said yes. Yeah. Wife's afraid he's going to abuse the Suboxone.
Sure. I could see that.
I do. Do you ever watch Nicole from Real Talk? She's on Suboxone. She does that better than we do, I think.
Yeah. Do you ever watch Real Talk Recovery?
I'm
sure Merkel probably posted before.
Yeah.
Felice will.
Merk beats me to it every time.
But
Merk, say go.
Nicole from Real Talk Recovery, maybe if you could reach out to her, I'm sure that you can get to, she has her phone number right there too. Maybe you and your wife could get on a conference call with her and have her explain some things, and maybe you can set up some support system to show your wife that you're not abusing it. I don't know. Just suggestions. Mark is not going to beat you to it. He probably had to bail for a minute. Society gives a double standard. Don't take drugs, take this instead. Right?
Well, my fast inner self is talking to my screen self.
Yeah, absolutely. Exactly what Sunray just said. Can we get snack? Look at Felice's subconscious just popped on the screen.
It was snacks. Snacks. Oh my gosh, have you guys seen that little girl? Snacks.
Snacks.
Oh, look, Mama gave you her phone number.
Right there, Joe.
She might be able to help you guys out. If she has this Dr. B, is that his name?
Yep. She knows what's up. Call her. She's really loving and caring, non-judgmental. She would love to hear from you, I'm sure. So, Joe, check that number and shoot her a text. Tell her what's up.
Oh, you do frequent Real Talk Recovery. Awesome.
Oh, never mind. Never mind.
Oh, yeah. Yep. That's when I got rehired and I just got fired again like 10 minutes ago.
Illicit drugs, trying to get her to understand my struggle. I do frequently. Okay, good. Good. I'm glad you're here with us too, brother. We're here to support you any way we can, and you know we are.
Yeah, it's your recovery. You got to do it on your time. Is that my number? Millie, did you put my number on there?
No, that's Real Talk Recovery. That's Nicole's number. She uses that number to have people reach out to her, so it's okay. That's not our phone number. That's Nicole's. Good looking out, John.
Go get snacks.
Let's go.
Can we?
$1,300 of Coca-Cola products. You know, I don't screw up overnight, and I'm not going to get better overnight. I'll hurt a lot of people, and I've lost their trust, and it takes to absolute 100%. Yeah, and that's another thing you're fighting, Joe. Good point, Chad. Linky, he always likes to bring home what he learned in school, and he says trust. I I better not crinkle that one up. But you got a smooth piece of paper, right? Yeah, we don't need to do a big one.
Too late. Crinkle it.
So trust is like a nice smooth piece of paper, and then when we'd ruin trust, we do that, right? And as we're growing in our recovery, we're trying to get that paper back out to the way it was with people in life, No matter what you do, not even sure if you put an iron on this, you just can't ever really get the wrinkles all the way out of it again, And then the second time, it crumples up just that much easier. So trust is it's a tough one to get back and to maintain. So you're probably dealing with that too. Where'd Merc go? I just saw him. I thought I saw his name.
No, but I sure am chatty tonight.
Who? Well, where is it?
What?
Oh, I saw it. Snacks.
They're everywhere. Can we? Can we? Can we?
Is that you?
Yeah. Hi, Michael Peter.
See you later, Ob. I know how scared she must feel. You have to be 100% honest with her, Joe. Amen, Freya.
Amen. Yeah, honesty. That's key. Tell her how you're feeling. Just be honest about your emotions. Mom.
Oh, boy, John. Hey, Merc, you missed it. You must have jumped off for a second, but you had a chance to throw Nicole's link in there faster than Felice, but Felice beat you to it.
I even said ready, set, go, and you were nowhere. I was real sad. Hey, thanks. I'm glad to be here, too. I'm really hungry for some snacks.
So that cycle we just talked about, this causes an emotional craving that results in mental preoccupation. For an addict, the feeling of discomfort becomes a signal to act out, not a signal to connect with others, or with oneself. For an addict, the feeling of discomfort becomes a signal to act out, not a signal to connect with others. The amount of mental obsession is often an indication of the stress in the addict's life. Do you guys remember being so obsessed when you were in that cycle that you could see nothing else but your addiction? And what it made me think of when I read that earlier, I don't know how many meth addicts we got in the house, but I was a tweaker. Do you ever remember looking, you think you maybe dropped a little chunk of meth and looking for it and getting stuck looking for it? And then it was time to do something else, but you're still just like, your eye just combing every crack and every crevice of anything you can see. And I would get stuck like that for hours and trying like, okay, we got to go. Okay, hold on. And even when you walk out the door, you're still just like stuck looking around. Then you get in the car and you're just looking throughout the car. It just like, hate it.
Sure, Merc. Blame it on the laptop.
The amount of mental obsession is often an indication of the stress the addict has in his life. Some addictions produce physical dependence that creates physical symptoms upon withdrawal, as with alcohol or other drugs. Many other types of recovering addicts, sex addicts, addictive gamblers, and addictive spenders also report physical symptoms when they stop acting out. And this may be part of the grief process that takes place when ending an addictive relationship, or actual withdrawal symptoms, or a combination of both. Addicts who have stopped acting out report feeling edgy, nervous, and these symptoms can last anywhere from a few days up to a few months. I asked you guys, or if there was anybody here that didn't know what post-acute withdrawal was, did anybody look that up? I think I forgot to mention that post-acute withdrawal can last for a couple years. And so I think it's really something you should look up and study, so that when you have these emotions, you can relate and understand, and then go and reach out to your natural relationships, which you get healthy healing. Well, yeah, nothing else matters at that point. Absolutely.
Really? Johnson.
Peter's yelling at you.
This program was taped in front of a live studio audience, hanging upside down on a couch.
Yes, I was thinking upside down on the couch, and that felt good on my hair. And it let my neck breathe.
Let her neck breathe.
That does feel good. I love when my neck can breathe.
My addiction does not want me to reach out for a solution. It wants me to stay in the problem. They can't help you when you got them. Yeah, 100%. Nick, it's so evil, huh?
Hey, backflip girl.
Let's say a backflip off the couch.
Okay.
She did it. That's awesome. Maybe he was talking to you. Can you backflip?
No. You can't throw on my back. I'll break a hip.
We do recover. And that's July 9th, 2020 out of the Just for Today. The time has come when that tired old lie, once an addict, always an addict, will no longer be tolerated by either society or the addict himself. We do recover. Basic text, page 89. From time to time, we hear speakers share that they don't really understand spiritual principles yet. They tell us that if we knew what went on in their minds, we'd be amazed at how sane they still are. Insane that they still are. They tell us that the longer they're clean, the less they know about anything. In the next breath, these same speakers tell us about the profound changes recovery has made in their lives. They have moved from complete despair to unfailing hope, from uncontrollable drug use to a total abstinence, from chronic unmanageability to responsibility through working the 12 steps of Narcotics Anonymous. Which story is true? Do we recover? Do we or don't we recover? We may think we demonstrate humility or gratitude by underplaying the change that recovery has brought to our lives. True, when we do injustice to the program and we take credit for the miracles ourselves, but we do an equal justice to ourselves and to those we share with when we don't acknowledge this miraculous magnitude. Meaning, if you don't downplay your recovery, if you've recovered and you are doing, and you don't even have to be, it's not about going out and making $1 million. It's not about going out and changing the world. It's about living life on life's terms and being a healthy, amazing, serene, happy person. And if that's happened in your life, be proud of it and tell people. You know, you don't have to be selfish and take the, it was obviously the help of the 12 steps and the group. I like this is a good one. We do recover. If we have trouble seeing the miracle of recovery, we better look again. Recovery is alive and at work in Narcotics Anonymous, in our old timers, in the newcomers flooding into our meetings, and most of all in ourselves. All we have to do is open our eyes. So just for today, I will acknowledge the miracle of my recovery and be grateful that I have found it. Amen. It is a miracle.
Amen.
It goes right with the just for today thought today.
It is a proven fact that we recover better together.
Amen.
It is proven.
100%.
Mom. Degrees, Shree, lifelong disease, lifelong recovery.
Amen. Millie.
Amen. I see you remembered to put amen at the end, John.
Link will be very proud of you.
We'll make sure to tell him.
God,
God,
grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Amen.
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 Right on. We recover better by staying safe, staying sane, staying strong, and staying sober. You're worth it. Good night, family from John. All right, you guys, we'll be back tomorrow night. And tomorrow night, we're having a guest speaker, Brandon B. He's out east somewheres, and he's going to come and share his life and his little battle with addiction and what he's doing in his life today. But until then, do not put yourself in a high-risk situation. Stay strong, work your programs, and remember, we recover better together.